Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. And today we got some Starfield news. Starfield has reached over 6 million players. Now, that is a huge milestone and a major success for Xbox. Yet, we still have to deal with all the trolls downplaying this game. Now, I understand that Starfield is not going to be for everybody. Some people are not going to like a sci-fi, a space exploration type of game. Some people aren't going to like RPGs. Now, I particularly don't play a lot of RPGs unless they're really action or sci-fi orientated. Now, this game, it sucked me in with the sci-fi universe, and the rest is history. I'm really enjoying the game, and 6 million people are also playing this game. So it's doing great on Steam, it's doing great on Xbox, it's doing fantastic on Game Pass. Yet we still have detractors saying, oh, 6 million, oh, that's not good. See, Game Pass is killing games. 6 million is a lot. First of all, we know at least 246,000 people bought the $100 edition on Steam. We also know that people bought that on Xbox. They also chose to upgrade their game so they could play it early. So there's going to be a lot of revenue generated from this game. Also, the point of Game Pass is to keep people in your subscription service. Now, when a AAA game comes out, you pay $70 for that game. So that game, I don't know, it has maybe a 3-4 month window where it sells really well. After that, it falls off. Now, Game Pass, you have people subscribing to this service, say the Ultimate Package. That is every month Microsoft is going to be collecting from that customer. So if you continue to have great titles in your service, people will continue to subscribe to it. Game Pass is no longer doing those trials, those $1 trials. Those are over. I think they still offer like a 14-day trial of the game, but that's not going to be enough to clear a lot of games because a lot of people, of course, were finessing the system and clearing games and paying like $1. And that was kind of a trending thing with a lot of gamers, or I should say a lot of Sony gamers were saying that you could play your games for $1, then unsubscribe. So you no longer can do this. So I say that to say this: 6 million people playing this game is a good thing. The game hasn't even been out a week yet. So in my personal opinion, I think this is a fantastic release for Microsoft, for Xbox, for Bethesda. Starfield is a hit. And like most gamers, I'm really enjoying the game. Now, I want to also address the 2,000K Steam refund requests that people were touting were for Starfield. This was not true. As you can see on the screen here, this is disingenuous. This was just refunds over the last 24 hours. 200,000 of them were not for Starfield. First of all, 246,000 people were playing the game. So that would mean only 46,000 kept the game and 200,000 asked for a refund. Make it make sense. These guys are on a campaign just to ruin Starfield. I don't understand it. If you don't like Xbox, why do you care about this game? If you think the game is horrible, why don't you just say it once and be over with? Why do you continuously tweet stuff out or put stuff on other social media platforms stating that this game is horrible? And that leads me to the Jim question, and I just want to rage here. This guy gives it a 4 out of 10. He goes on to say, if you're the kind of person who thinks video games peaked with Fallout 3 launch version, then you required neither evolution or improvement, since this game is absolutely for you. If you believe Bethesda doesn't need to exhibit growth and artistic outlet and hasn't had to change a thing about the way it makes its games since 2008, I can safely say you'll adore Starfield because it's all that a Bethesda game has always been, and literally nothing more. Starfield is a shallow ocean hiding the lack of creative ambition behind the physical size of the universe that's minuscule from where it counts. In short, everything a fan of these games could love. And you know, when I looked into his review, because I don't like just to read snippets, so I said, let me look into his review. So when I looked into his review a little bit more, it's just incredible. We have games such as Assassin's Creed where they don't really change a lot of the mechanics. Now, I haven't played a Bethesda game thoroughly before, to be honest with you guys, but I see nothing wrong with this game's design. Now, maybe I'm wrong on this, and you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. But nonetheless, for it to score a 4 out of 10 for that is ridiculous. So I started to think, is there some type of bias that this guy has against Xbox or the studio? And as I looked into his review, I'm going to scroll up to it so you guys can see it for yourself. So this is what he says. To call Starfield the least broken Bethesda game is akin to calling any single turf the least embarrassing fastest. Then again, given how ZeniMax and Bethesda seem to treat trans employees, that comparison may hit too close to home. Now, apparently he doesn't like the way that they treat trans employees, and I don't understand how that has to do with you reviewing this game. Now, I haven't heard any of this. I don't know if it's true. And in all honesty, it has nothing to do with the game. Review the game on its merits. Now, he goes on to say that the game has some glitches. Now, I've played this game. I'm probably like 8 hours in, and I haven't experienced any real glitches. I have got the glitch when your character or your companion is behind the wall and they're kind of glitched behind the wall. I have seen it a few times. I see in this article, there's a glitch where it looks like, people are stuck to people's crotches. I haven't personally seen that glitch. I don't know if people are making that glitch happen. I'm not quite sure. But for the most part, there's no real game-breaking glitches in this game. So for this guy to review this game, a 4 out of 10 is absolutely ridiculous. And you can see his motivation from his own words. He doesn't like how the company treats some of its employees. And it may be true, it may not, but my point is it has nothing to do with the game. Unbelievable. And because of this score, it has dragged down the Metacritic on Starfield. So that's why we can't always go by Metacritic, because you have some outlets that are going to be biased. And if anybody tells me that this outlet is not being biased, I don't know what to say to you, because it's clear as day. The developers worked hard on this game. Is it a perfect game? No. From my playthrough so far, I would give it an 8 out of 10, maybe an 8.5. It is a solid game. It does have a few issues that I would like to see worked out. I'd like to see DLSS get supported natively on the PC instead of people having to mod it into the game. I'd like to see some of the black levels corrected. And I wish the pace at the beginning of the game was a little bit faster. So for that, I don't know, I'm at an 8 to an 8.5. Now, of course, I've barely played the game. There's going to be hundreds of hours in this game. I see people have like days in this game. So I have a lot more work to put in, but thus far, I have it at an 8 to an 8.5. I don't see how this guy has it at a 4. So that's pretty much it. I think Starfield is a great game. It looks fantastic. It runs well on the Series S, on the Series X. It looks and runs fantastic on PC. Yes, you need pretty good hardware to get this game running well, and that's why I'd like to see DLSS officially supported. Now, it does have FSR, and FSR is pretty good, but it's not as good as DLSS. So if you have the option to use DLSS, of course, you're going to want to use that method. So I hope that Bethesda patches this in the game sooner than later, because obviously it can be done. The modders have done it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I want to know what you guys think about Starfield. Do you think that this outlet is being biased? Do you think it's a good game? Personally, I'm just tired of these trolls tweeting out stuff about Starfield. If you don't like the game, don't play the game. Apparently, a lot of people do like the game. They're playing the game. 6 million players is nothing to be laughed at. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like I usually say, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
And that, my friend, is